Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Easy English Podcast, the show that helps you improve your English in a natural, enjoyable way. I'm Maya.
And I'm Leo. Hi, Maya. Hi, everyone listening.
Hi, Leo. How's your day been?
Pretty good. I spent the morning reading some interesting research about language learning, and it really ties into today's topic.
Ooh, exciting. And what's our topic today?
We're talking about something that many learners struggle with, thinking in English.
Yes. How do you train your brain to speak English naturally without always translating in your head?
Exactly. I remember when I was learning my second language, I used to translate every single sentence. It was so exhausting.
Oh, yes. That slows down your speaking so much and can be really frustrating. But the good news is, it doesn't have to be that way.
Right. There are practical ways to retrain your brain to think directly in English.
Before we dive in, quick note for our listeners. If you enjoy this podcast, please subscribe and like this episode. It helps us create more content for English learners like you.
And share this episode with your friends who are learning English. Learning together makes it more fun.
Absolutely. All right, Leo, let's get started. So, Leo, when you were translating everything in your head, what was the biggest problem?
The biggest problem was definitely the delay. Someone would ask me something and I'd freeze, trying to figure out the words.
Because your brain was doing double work.
Exactly. First, I'd understand the English, then translate it into my native language, think of my response, then translate it back. That's 4 steps instead of just 2. Understand and respond.
And even learners at an intermediate level sometimes do this without realizing it.
Right, it's a habit. Your brain is used to that translation route, especially when you're tired or nervous.
So the solution is to create a new pathway in the brain, one that works directly in English.
Scientists call these neural pathways. Imagine your brain is a forest. At first, there's no clear path, so it's hard to walk. That's like translating.
But if you practice walking the same route, eventually a clear path forms. Your brain starts thinking directly in English without hesitation.
Exactly. And today we share strategies to help you build those pathways.
Let's start with what I call mental substitution.
Sounds interesting.
Most B1 learners already know many English words. The problem is using them.
Activation.
Yes, words are like books on a shelf. You need to take them down and use them.
How do we do that?
Simple. During your day, when you think in your native language, pause and ask yourself, how would I say this in English?
Not translating word for word, but expressing the idea.
Exactly. For example, if you think, I'm hungry, in your mind, try saying, I need something to eat, or I'm feeling hungry, or it's time for lunch.
So you're exploring multiple ways to express the same thought.
Yes, this strengthens your brain's English pathways and prepares you for real conversations.
Great. Any exercises listeners can try this week?
Sure. Pick 3 daily activities, maybe making breakfast, walking to work, or getting ready for bed. Narrate what you're doing in English and try 2 or 3 ways to say each thing.
For example, brushing teeth. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm cleaning my teeth. Or I'm using my toothbrush.
Simple actions, multiple expressions. This builds flexibility in your brain.
What about inner monologue, talking to yourself in English?
Yes, and it's one of the most powerful tools. Start with bilingual inner monologue. Think in your native language, then repeat in English.
At first, that's still translating.
True, but it's low pressure. No one is judging you, and over time, English will start coming first naturally.
So your brain learns the shortcut, the direct English route.
Exactly. And make it interesting. Don't just narrate boring actions. Include opinions, questions, and reactions.
Like noticing a stylish jacket and thinking, wow, that jacket is cool. I wonder where they got it. I'd like one in a darker color.
Right. Also, connect emotions to English. Express joy, frustration, surprise. Strong emotional connections make the language stick.
Next, let's talk about input, listening, and reading.
Yes, but the right kind of input. Not too easy, not too hard.
Comprehensible input, content that's slightly above your level. Understand most of it, but still learn something new.
Strategies. Content made for learners. Podcasts, graded readers.
Authentic content with support. Movies with English subtitles.
Pro tip. Glance at the next line of subtitles before it's spoken. Your brain anticipates the sounds.
For reading, follow the 70% rule. Understand at least 70% of the words. If it's lower, it's too hard.
Interest matters too. Read about hobbies, tech, sports. Your brain pushes harder to understand content you enjoy.
And don't forget spaced repetition. Listen or read the same material a few times, spaced out. Each exposure strengthens neural pathways.
Now for output, speaking and writing.
Many learners are scared to speak. Fear of mistakes, fear of being misunderstood.
But you can't improve without actually speaking. Like swimming, you can't learn by just watching.
Solo practice works. Shadowing, listen and repeat a native speaker in real time. Recording yourself. Speak about a topic, listen, note 3 areas to improve, then try again.
Self-talk narrative. Narrate your day out loud. I'm making lunch. I'll have a sandwich. There's some cheese and tomatoes.
Doing this during automatic tasks like cooking or cleaning is perfect.
And when speaking with others, focus on communication, not perfection. Mistakes are opportunities to learn.
Also, have filler phrases ready for mental blocks, like "let me think," "that's interesting," or "how should I say this?"
Simplify complex ideas if needed. I'm thinking about my future. Should I study more or get a job? Instead of a long sentence.
Finally, patience and self-compassion are key.
Learning a language is complex. Memory, patterns, muscles, culture. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate small wins. Understanding a movie, having a conversation, noticing progress.
Even during plateaus, your brain is working. Keep practicing and breakthroughs will come.
Consistency matters more than speed. Daily practice, even 15 to 30 minutes, is far better than cramming.
Let's recap. Mental substitution. Express thoughts in multiple ways. Inner monologue. Connect thoughts with emotions. Input quality. Comprehensible, interesting, spaced repetition. Output. Shadowing, recording, self-talk, communicating with others. Mental blocks. Use filler phrases and simplify ideas.
Patience and self-compassion are key.
Remember, learning a language is a journey. Enjoy it.
If you found this helpful, subscribe to Easy English Podcast and share this episode with your friends.
And leave a comment. What's your biggest challenge speaking English?
Keep practicing, trust the process, and remember you're doing amazing. See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.